I'm not a force in this business.
He's like
you're on the road to Playerville.
I'm an unrecognizable nothing.
Wait, Anthony, I memorized all of them. Who am I kidding? I'm nobody. I just started thinking I might be somebody. I obviously am nobody. I'm going nowhere in this business. I hate my life. I hate myself. I should just kill myself.
When you saw me, here's what happened. I brought my signed Jeter, a picture with Jeter, and a picture with Torrey. They're selling things here for charity.
Wait,
they don't want you bringing baseballs and Yankee calendars to get signed. It's about a charity, and half of these scumbag memorabilia people ask you to sign things. They sell them on eBay. Or they go rip people off with them. And I understand the players don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be signing that kind of crap. Understandable. This was a photo of me and him. So I walk down. I walk in. Jeter is actually taking pictures for charity and for money. All the money goes to charity. I have a picture with him. I said, let me see if I can get him to sign it. He walks out. The security is going, get back.
Let it be known Jimmy went early because Jimmy knows how to get pictures done, by the way. He's the expert. So, like, the average schmo would get there when they tell you to get there. He gets there a little early knowing that they're going to be arriving themselves.
Instinctively, I know you have to do this. So I have the marker out. And my picture, I'm like, let me just ask him when he comes out. So I'm holding it out. Dude, it couldn't have been easier. He walks up, and I'm like, could you sign this picture of us? And he goes, sorry, buddy, I got to do an interview. And he pats me on the shoulder. I'm annoyed, but I understand. Okay, you got to do it. But the first time I met Ozzy, he goes, I said, hey, man, could you sign these? I can't, man, I got this TV thing. And he walked by me. And then when I met him 15 minutes later, I go, could you sign this? He goes, sure, man. You know why? Because Ozzy is not a liar. He's real. He's not a phony. That's why.
Yeah. And then now what happened after that?
Well, 30 seconds after this, some broad calls him over, and of course he stops to talk to the broad, because they're the ones that are buying your jerseys, right? Stupid. The chicks.
Well, the chicks do buy the pink Yankees.
Yeah, I know they do. They're the ones that knew who you were when you were still in AAA ball. Those are the ones that liked you when you were a rookie. Those are the ones that know that you're number 2, jackass. Those are the ones, the chicks.
They say he's got nice buns.
They don't know if it's you or Tino from the back, stupid.
So
anyway, he walks over to talk to these broads, and then Mr. I'm in a rush for an interview, they hustle him in the back for another picture with chicks.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Thought you had an interview to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm just a jerk off standing there waiting for a picture to be signed.
Yeah.
I get it. So that's why I was annoyed when you saw me.
Yeah.
That's why, because it was phony, and I knew it was phony, and I saw in his face. Look, I am maybe 1/1000th the fame he is. But I have stood and signed 400 or 500 autographs after a theater show.
Yeah.
I've had those occasions where it's been annoying, and I've had to sign. Never have I turned down a fan with a picture of them. I've never turned down a fan to begin with. Never with a picture of me and that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not going anywhere. Okay, he didn't want to sign it. And Roland, you saw it. Yeah. He didn't want to do it. It wasn't, I'm in a rush, there's a camera, I got to go. It was, he didn't want to do it. So I go back to the table, and believe me, there's more. And that's why I was annoyed when you first saw me. And I know a lot of the fans are going to kill me today. He's complaining. I don't care.
No, this is a great rant. This was what made the event so interesting.
Now, I came in, I guess about this time. I was late.
You were way late.
I was
way
late.
Most of the action with him.
Because I was livid myself.
You missed
downpour. Trying to get a cab in New York City with Elo calling like every 15 minutes or so. Where are you? Hey, where are you? Just sitting behind a Savage trying to get down a Broadway like half a mile, not even. And it took at least 45 minutes to get maybe 10 blocks because of the rain and the pedestrians and just people. Oh, so finally got there, and when I sat down, I looked over at Opie. Opie turned around, smiled. Hey, what's up? What's up? Jimmy was sitting there, like hunched over, mumbling to himself.
I don't think I've ever had more fun hanging out with Jimmy, by the way, and because he was so miserable. I get into that like you wouldn't believe.
When you saw me, the first time Opie saw me, I was right after that happened, and Roland saw it too. Roland understands what I'm talking about. The difference between I'm not an idiot. I understand I don't know how much XM paid for this table. It was
$20,000.
Okay, so you know that me being
for one
there,
table.
There was a $20,000 investment that I was involved with somehow. It was the generosity of XM. But you know that I was there for some reason. And it was not, could you sign this ball, DJ? It was a picture of you and me. And you know what? When the first time I met him at XM, I didn't care for him that much. He took the picture with me. He didn't want to. I believe I've signed enough autographs. Sorry I don't have 34 Ds, stupid. I just have B cups.
Can we take a break and then we'll get into part 2?
I hate the rest of the team, too.
We'll get into...
None of you are nice guys. One of you is a nice guy.
Oh, what?
One of you.
Find out who after
Anthony,
this break.
This is what you missed just before you arrived. Jimmy is livid, right? But all of a sudden, Jim Laritz... I always say his name wrong. Laritz.
Just call him phony number 30.
Jim Laritz, who was on our show and gave us an amazing interview and was admitting to, popping pills and all that crap.
How long did we hang out with him for? 3 hours?
We must have hung out with him a half hour here and then another hour and a half at XM.
2 hours.
Let's call it 2 hours. Easy, okay? This is the tease. So Jimmy is livid, but now he's trying to make a comeback. He's trying to rally. He sees Jim Liritz at the table next to us. He goes, oh, Jim, he was on our show recently.
Yeah, there's an
Gets up to say hi to Jim Liritz, and we'll tell you what happened next.
Oh, boy.
It's the no&a virus spreading across America. So we should get right back into this. We're at the Derek Jeter thing last night. What have we learned so far? Derek Jeter dissed him as far as taking a picture
on purpose,
or having the picture that Jimmy brought with him signed.
Gave an excuse about he had something to do, walked away, and then proceeded to take some pictures with some young ladies.
Yeah. I was at the XM table. XM paid $20,000 for the event.
Yeah.
I arrived all happy. And I got even happier when I saw how miserable Jimmy was. Usually when someone is miserable, it brings you down.
Yeah.
I was giggling like a little girl, I got to be honest with you. When he was saying how he's a nobody and he hates his life and he should just kill himself, it made me very, very happy.
Because when he wouldn't sign the picture, I was cool with it. Like, all right, whatever, man, he's got to go do a press junket. But then when he stopped and talked to the chick, he could have signed 8 pictures. And then he went back into the room and took pictures with 2 chicks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize that it was chicks that want to cut their wrists when the Yankees lost in 2001. Sorry, I didn't realize it was a bunch of chicks that liked you when you were a rookie. You idiot. You typical ass of an athlete. Dude, I hate athletes. Hate them. You're a bunch of dummies. They're dumb jocks. And Laritz, you mentioned Laritz before.
Right.
All right, so let's get right into it.
I've got to know what happened now.
Let's get to him.
Because I thought we had a relationship with the guy.
So did I.
So Jimmy is trying to calm down and get it together because he knows it's still early on, so maybe some things could possibly happen because he's always thinking, maybe I could salvage this night, right? Mm-hmm. And so then Jim Liritz is he's standing right behind Elo, basically, where he was sitting. He was right there.
We just had him on the show.
So I go, Jim Liritz, and he's like, oh, wow. I think you even said he knows us. Yeah, he did the show. Cool, Yeah. So he gets up like this is going to be his rallying point. Yes. This is going to rally him to get him back into an okay place where he could try to focus to get more pictures and maybe the Derek Jeter picture signed.
Or just feel like not so much a piece of garbage. So can I say hi to one of the Yankees and they know me?
So Jimmy jumps up. I just sat down because
I
already knew how this was going to play out. And I swear that's the only reason I didn't get up. Because I just know. And I think you knew in the back of your head.
In the back of my head, I did because I know that they're all phonies. I'll say one thing about comics. Basically, in most cases, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
That guy you see a month from now or 2 weeks from now is going to say hello to you again. So I tap Laritz on the thing with my stupid, typical non-man tap, little faggot fingers. And he turns and he looks. I go, hey, Jim. And he said hello. He goes, hey, man. And that was exactly the tone. Hey, man. And he shook my hand. And I've shaken a lot of hands in my life.
Yeah.
It was the absolute look of, I know I've seen you. I don't know where. I don't care where. Turn back around. There was not 1 ounce of recognition that we had spent 2 hours together talking and laughing. I'm glad your wife took your ring, stupid. What do you think of them apples? What else did she take? Your memory of people you hung out with? Phony athlete. All of them. I hate their guts.
But he walked down the street with us.
He did the walkover with us.
Yeah.
He did the walkover.
I saw Layritz again by the bathroom an hour later. It was so awful. And look, let me cut anybody off at the pass. It's a big event. He's excited. There's other Yankees there. I don't expect him to throw his arms around me. My God, Jim Norton, I've thought of nothing but you. I didn't even care if he remembered my name. A handshake. Hey, man, how are you? A genuine half a second hello.
Yeah.
All I was after. I didn't have a picture to be signed. It was honest to God. I'll call myself out when I'm being a piece of garbage. This was a genuine hello was all I wanted. Nothing. I saw him in the bathroom, like outside the bath, because this was the beauty. I'm in the bathroom. Yogi Berra's in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, my God, they got to use the same bathroom the rest of us do. So I go in. I grab sweaty, foreheaded Roland. I drag him out. I'm like, dude, they're all going
Who's
to
a
the
wreck at this point? He can't even keep his shirt tucked in. He's so nervous.
I saw Layritz an hour later. I go, hey, man. I said, hi again. He goes, hey. And it was such an awful hello. I go, do you remember me? And he goes, yeah, how are you?
Oh, he didn't.
He did, but he just didn't give a crap. He didn't care. That was why I hate him today.
Well, he's not a fag.
Dude,
why would he care?
Not that he wouldn't care. But
The common decency, the common courtesy, because he did have a good time on the air.
We treated him great.
And we're celebrities just like him.
No, exactly, we're not, and I understand that. I understand that. I'm very realistic about that. I don't expect him to throw his arms around me. Man, this is right up there with the 96 3-run homer. I don't expect that.
He only hit one of the greatest homers in Yankee history.
They're all dicks. The whole team is dicks. I can't believe I hate the Yankees.
Go Sox, right?
Go Sox.
Go Sox, right?
Dude, I am heartbroken. I can't believe I hate them.
My Mets are going to kick your Sox ass.
I can't believe it. Okay, so I walk out.
Although they didn't do too well.
I see Ron Guidry, the Gator.
Oh, my God.
18 strikeouts against the California Angels over 78. Dude, one of my childhood idols.
Any girl would know these stats, by the way.
Yeah, any chick would know these.
Right.
You stupid athletes. You jackasses. So, again, I say, he took a picture with me. I said, hey, Gator, I'm like, hey, man, can I get a quick shot? Camera set up, because I know. Security's with these guys when they come out.
You got to have your camera guy shaking in his boots, so it's all set up, ready to go.
And it's a respect thing. I'm not going to fish through a camera.
Yeah.
While this guy stands here at a big... I know it's got to be ready and done.
That's what turns them off to pictures, by the way, are these idiots that don't know how to get it done.
These dumb guys, and I've been through this, not like you have, Derek, but I've been through it enough, where some idiot with his stupid fat broad has a camera phone. It's a 1. I'm dialing 911. Hit send, whore. Save it. I swear to God, dude, camera phones, I want to smash them against your teeth.
They have ruined it for everybody.
To take pictures with you with a camera phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to bite your phone and your girlfriend's face.
Big, dopey, pixelated, nothing, dark, grainy picture.
Can I jump in for 1 second?
Get it.
Jump in for 1 second. Nelson from Jersey. Table at the Dirk Jeter event, $20,000. Digital camera, $400. Sharpies, $3. Jimmy losing his mind over being a nobody. Priceless.
Of course.
Guidry took the picture because I was prepared.
It's nice.
But he wasn't nice. Do you understand?
Oh, no.
Again,
no.
He wasn't rude.
I thought this was a good...
No, none of them are good except one.
But you got the picture.
They were douche after douche after douche. A bunch of entitled douches.
Dude.
I hate this team, and I loved the Yankees.
Of course you
loved them.
And my job is to observe.
Yeah.
We all know that. So another observation, they're starting to come back to me now that we're all waking up. So we're at the table. Now the Jim Leyritz thing happens. He is just miserable. He comes back, and I'm just like, I can't get enough of Jimmy miserable. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, Jimmy, I'm not sure if I said this, but it was very apparent that some people were sneaking. See, the banquet room, we were in the middle, a bunch of tables. The front of the room was where all the athletes were sitting with their wives and friends and family and stuff. But it looked like we were all in the same room, but we really weren't. I said to Jimmy, I think, if not, correct me. I'm like, Jimmy, people are sneaking to the front of the room to get pictures before the event starts. So
I saw it. I saw that. Where
all of a sudden, rolling, up, roll it up. Poor Roland, man, the sweat's just dripping off his forehead.
What?
So Roland's up again as his assistant to get the picture done, and they start walking to the front of the room. I look at Elo and Lindsay, and I'm like, oh, boy, this ain't going to be good.
Well,
they got it cut off at the pass.
security is in every little table aisle.
No.
They have a big security guard, so you can't go where the gods are sitting. 20,000 a table. You can't mingle with the gods. You know, the guys that are taller than you and treat you like garbage in high school with the jocks. You can't mingle with the gods because they're going to eat better food than we're getting, I'm sure. But, you know, I can almost understand that because half of these mooks would walk up with a ball while a guy is eating because you're saying this and get with gravy on. I can understand them wanting some privacy with their families and it was annoying, but I can understand that. Again, I am not unrealistic. I'm not a dummy. I understand these guys are bothered all the time. Guidry, back to Guidry, took the picture, didn't want to. The most insincere, yeah, thank you. Yeah, beat it, stupid. You haven't thrown a pitch in 20 years. You're lucky I'm saying hello to you. I just shot an HBO special. Why don't you die?
He took the picture, but you could
Wanted
tell
nothing to do
what
with
it is. What did the picture come out like? Did he look like he doesn't want to be there?
No, of course not. But they all know when to put their teeth on.
But Jimmy,
they all know when to smile.
But Jimmy, how does this play on your head? You want like an exchange of numbers, and you're fast forwarding, and there you are having lunch with Ron Guidry?
Absolutely not. Just a thank you from one human being to another. Look, I've met enough fans. I've met enough fans where I know the difference between an annoying fan and a guy just getting a quick shot.
Now, I got to get into your head a little bit. Is that Guidry picture now tainted to you?
No. I got the picture. He did take it. Whatever. I'm just saying, when you see it as a whole picture with all of these guys, you just realize they're dicks. They're dicks.
Go
Athletes,
Go Sox, right, Jimmy? Go Sox.
Back at Dane Cook's show, there was 3 of them backstage at the Dane Cook show.
Yeah.
A quick hello, and again, I know it was backstage, not a baseball event. They were very friendly. Ben Ortiz, he said he was friendly. Whatever. I'm sure some of them are jerks too. I'm sure they all are. All athletes are. They all are. They don't make their living with their personalities. That's why they don't mix well. And I know the fans deserve to be crapped on once in a while because they're awful. That's why I set it up properly. Because I know it annoys me, and I know it's not going to annoy me.
So
Guidry, you know who the greatest one was, and I'll never badmouth him again?
Here it is. Who?
Jason Giambi. This guy
really
came out, went to the bathroom, and he really didn't want to.
By the way, at this point, another observation, Jimmy's gone with poor Roland. They're gone.
Yes.
And then I find out later that Jimmy decided to camp out outside the men's room to get to the picture.
Best place to
just completely
get
camped out.
It was I felt like Robert Reed. I was just hanging outside the men's room,
and the bathroom,
anxiously waiting.
And the bathroom wasn't in a place where it would be normal to just hang outside the men's room. It was in a very awkward, like nowhere's land type of area.
But every time you saw security, see, this was the beauty of it. You'd see a black guy with and the security guys they were doing their jobs. They were okay. I mean, look, they got a job to do. They're gonna want some dummy with a camera phone. Wait, hey, could you stop? That time you had 8 runs down. Right. So, who was the next one that came by? It was Guidry. Oh, I just lost my train of thought.
Damn it.
Giambi.
Yeah, Giambi, okay.
Stopped and signed for everybody. Took a picture with everybody. There was probably about 50 or 60 people that asked him.
He doesn't want any negative press or anything.
But it was almost like he was just a nice dude, man.
Yeah.
And like, I understand if there's a dinner, these guys don't want to be bothered. They're bothered every day. But he was just pleasant.
Did you say, hey, Giambino?
Giambino! No, I didn't say that. I just said, hey, man, I'm friends with Brody Stevens and Yoshi because he knows. But he went, hey, okay. He didn't care, but he took the picture anyway. Nice guy.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. I'll never badmouth him again because he wasn't a douche to the fans. I mean, I know that all fans are burdens unless we're mediocre-looking women. I understand that because, again, you're right. Those are the ones that care when you lose.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that can tell you what games were won and lost in the 2001 World Series, Derek. It's the chick you took the picture with when you blew me off the first time and after you blew me off again.
You're a stalker,
and it wasn't over. Someone's saying, inbred pest from PA. Jimmy, did you say, but Derek, you're the champ?
No, I didn't say anything.
Hey, can I pat myself on the back, Mr. Torrance, with a fine observation? On the flip side, I met Opie and Lindsay at Newark Airport last year, and he couldn't be nicer. He stopped walking, came back over to shake hands, started a conversation. Just a cool guy. Now that I think of it, maybe I met Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie on the Opie
Could
and
have
Anthony
been.
show.
Could have been.
Let's see who else was an absolute douche.
Okay.
Okay, Guidry was tolerable, kind of a dick vibe. At one point, Tino Martinez walked out.
All right, very
I
good.
had been waiting by the bathroom like an absolute creep.
It's a good find.
So he's walking towards me. I go, Tino, can I get a quick shot with you? And he looked annoyed. I go, when you're done. I thought he was going to the bathroom. What's he do? The security walks him through there's like an exit door. They walk him through the exit and he leaves. So that was my fault. But he's a dick, and I saw it in your face, stupid.
When you're done leaving?
Yeah, when you're done. Like maybe next season if you get re-signed. Robinson Cano, the rookie, one of the biggest jerk-offs ever. You are a jerk-off, dude. You're a jerk-off. And I got a picture with him. He took the picture.
Of course he did.
Thank God he did.
He stopped.
Thank God he
I
did.
had the camera. I'm like, hey, Robinson.
What would he have been if he didn't
I'm
take
like,
the
hey,
picture?
Robinson, can I get a picture? He goes, all right, man, quick. Make it quick.
You don't want to say that to Jimmy.
Why would you say that? Dude, at this point, honest to God, it was me and Roland, maybe two people in this area. There was nobody there.
It was you and what was left of Roland.
There was nobody out there.
That poor kid obviously needs friends desperately to agree to hang out with you.
It was not a mob scene.
Right.
There was nobody out there. Okay, there was nobody out there. I understand if there was a bunch of people. There was not a bunch of people. It was empty out there because I knew where to stand, and so did Roland. Great moment. Opie actually got me the best moment of the night. The only good moment of the night for me.
Because in the end, I do look out for you, Jimmy.
absolutely
You know
do.
that. As much as I enjoy you being miserable, I also have your back at all times.
Security had to walk these guys, right? So we would go, when we saw security walking one of the players towards the bathroom, me and Roland would sneak out the front door and go by the bathroom and wait.
He had the whole plan.
So what happened? Well, Georgie Posada. I see him walking, and as he's walking out, I'm like, okay, I want to get a picture. And the security guy goes, let me go to the bathroom first. I'm like, all right, so I kind of felt like a dick.
Yeah.
So then Posada's coming out. I had done a benefit for his wife. She runs some organization, so I did a benefit, performed at Stand Up New York for her.
So you got an in.
None of the players came, of course, because their names weren't on it. I guess it was not going to help your public relations face, so you can get a sneaker endorsement. Why would you show up for it? But when he came out of the bathroom, I go, believe me, you got to throw out whatever you got. I said, hey, man, I performed at a benefit for your wife. And he goes, oh, okay, man. Look, you get a quick picture. He didn't want to stop, but he did because of that. And I had the camera set to black and white, so it came out wrong, and I'm panicking.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, Georgie, the picture didn't come out, and he reluctantly stopped again, and we got the picture.
Wow.
Would have been a dick. Believe me. Dick, but was okay because I did a benefit for his
Poor Roland. Did you punch him in the face after it came out black and white?
No, that was my fault. Completely my fault.
1945 Roland.
Yeah.
Poor Roland.
Who knows? His sweat probably tripped onto the button and moved
Was it in like sepia tone?
Yeah, exactly. It was.
Was it? Looked like an oldie style Babe Ruth picture or something.
The highlight of my night came when Opie.
By the end of the night, Roland looked like he just got released from a Mexican prison.
Oh, yeah. He was in shambles when I saw him. Shambles.
He was just done, man.
You know, it's like a tour of duty going on a picture detail with Jim. You just don't want to do it. It's like being on point in the nom.
Like I said, and we got to get Bill Burr on the phone to back me up. After the Metallica thing, I was done. I can't be his camera assistant anymore because I like my friendship with Jimmy, and this will break up our friendship.
I got a deferment, so I don't have to ever take pictures for him.
Deferment. You don't go out enough to be able to hang out with Jimmy.
Thank God.
No, I'm annoyed that I didn't get the Tino picture. That's my fault. Highlight of my night came when Opie goes, come here. Spike Lee right there. Now, I love Spike Lee was one of the honorees. The honorees were Spike Lee, Dave Winfield, Joe Torre. Ali was supposed to be, but he didn't show up, did he, Derek? Good. Maybe he knows you're a dick.
He's going to be at the Chicago one that they do. This is all over the country, and they hold another one in Chicago.
Yeah.
So he's going to be at
I'm
that
sure you'll
one.
be invited.
Is he really?
But they had a video presentation of him and his wife, and... Dude, I don't even know why you want Ali there.
Ali, dude, he's Ali.
No, he's not.
He's one of the greatest guys to ever live.
Ali died years ago.
He's
that guy in that shell, that is just shaking.
No way.
I felt so bad during that video presentation. He couldn't say word one. He sat there, his wife spoke, and his wife had to hold on to him, and they're both shaking like it's earthquake footage.
Dude, he has
and
Parkinson's.
She's saying everything. Oh, I know.
I mean, he can't talk, but mentally he's
Didn't
fine.
think he was sitting on a paint shaker, Jim. I know what he's got.
He's completely there.
Although he could have been.
I'm saying he's not like lost mentally, though. He's not gone.
No.
He's
Yeah.
still there. He's still Ali. He's just got
Can
Parkinson's.
he sign?
He was just leaning against the dryer. He's fine.
And there was a couple of sneakers in there off balance.
Right. The greatest athlete ever.
The guy he probably would have said like, Jimmy, I'll be right back, and just left.
You're talking about the greatest athlete ever.
The greatest.
Don't even mention Babe Ruth, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan.
I'll agree.
Greatest athlete ever.
Wait, so Spike Lee is walking by.
Thank you.
And Ope goes, Spike Lee. So I walk over to Spike. I always try to have my moment again, failure, just an unrecognizable nothing. And he's with his kid, but he's in the middle of the audience.
Do you have a Spike in?
Yeah. Hi,
Oh.
Spike.
Oh.
I'm a white guy who can name more than just do the right thing.
That's
So
an in.
I meant it, too. I told him I thought you were robbed with X in the Oscars. I told him that, and he's like, thank you. And I just got a quick picture. He wasn't friendly or unfriendly. He was indifferent. But he's pretty much what I expected him to be. Like,
Yeah.
He wasn't rude, nor was he polite.
All right.
If I met Spike Lee, he'd be a little bit nicer. But again, an event like that, you got your kid with you. You don't want to be okay. I get it. So he took the picture, and I saw him later. I said goodnight. He said goodnight. It was brief, and that was that.
Yeah.
The highlight of the night comes when we see Derek being walked out, and I know where he's going. He's going to the bathroom.
Wait, is this the end of the night?
This is as we're coming up.
Is this attempt number 3, by the way?
2.
All right, hold on.
Attempt 2.
Attempt
Okay.
2.
Attempt 2.
Do we want to continue with this?
Of course
Raise
we
the
do.
hands. Because we
Stop
got to take
it.
a break. Raise the hands.
Damn breaks.
Because we have to get into the auction part.
Well, I want to hear about all the crap that went on though with the signatures.
Yeah,
and then we'll get to the auction.
And then
part.
the auction part, because at one point the entire place turned around and looked at Jimmy.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you what
They
happened
wanted
with that.
to kill him.
And we'll tell you how it ended with the Derek Jeter thing.
Yeah.
All right, it's the
the
virus.
gift basket.
It's
And the gift basket.
Oh no.
Oh, the gift basket. A lot of gifts.
Did you open it up when you got home and sort through the goods?
What the hell? It's the day before a long weekend. We'll continue with this because it's way too good. We do have other things we really want to get to today. We'll see. It's the no&a virus spreading across America. We'll wrap up with Jimmy and the...
Hey, look, if you're getting impatient listening to it, turn something else on. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I don't think they are.
No.
To be honest with you, the phones...
Are you kidding?
Have never been hotter. The instant feedback, it can't even update fast enough with everyone's comments. Most people with you, by the way, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Most people with you.
I don't care. I've never blown off a fan in my life.
Go Sox, right?
Yeah. I hate the Yankees, dude. For real. I hate
And he
it.
hates that he hates the Yankees.
It
You don't
hurts, dude.
understand.
It really
Jimmy doesn't want to hate the
hurts.
Yankees.
He loves the Yankees.
But now it's all
He's
personal.
always loved the Yankees.
Of course he has.
Can I bring you to the dark side? The Mets are doing great this year.
They suck. I never liked the Mets, dude. I don't like that organization.
The
It's
Lil
terrible.
Brothers of the Yankees.
I respect Boston.
Lil Brothers.
Look at the standings. We're almost done with Lowell Jimmy Norton from last night at the Derek Jeter event here in New York City. Man, if you're just tuning in, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's been an unbelievable hour just listening to Jimmy have a meltdown.
Well, it was a big night.
You got to listen longer to the Opie and Anthony show. You're missing stuff.
It was a big night. We all went to the Derek Jeter charity event. Does his Turn 2 charity. He's been doing it for 10 years. A lot of people show up, and Jimmy's into getting the pictures taken with the celebrities and the sports figures and getting pictures that he has taken in the past with these people autographed at the events, getting the collection all together. And a lot of times he gets blown off, and it gets him pissed off to a point of pissed off that none of us can really relate to. It's someone came in. It's like Death Wish pissed off. A group came in, maybe raped and killed your daughter, sent her to a mental institution, killed your wife, something like that. That type of pissed off. Paul Kersey pissed.
This brings him back to something that we don't know about yet.
It's just a confirmation of what a nothing I am. And I'm serious. That's exactly what it is.
But you're on the road from nothing to Kind of know you, Vil.
Yeah, exactly.
You're on an HBO show.
Exactly. And nobody cares.
You were just
Adam
at
Buckman
Tower
in the
Records.
Post dropped dead. I read what you wrote today. I'd like to bite your face, too, if you were here right now.
Wait, what did he do to you?
Just wrote that Lucky Louie succeeded nothing more than being vulgar. Sorry, we use dirty language. Scumbag Puritan Post writer. I hate the New York Post.
You know, I'm with you there. John Minnelli wrote an article on this
Why
show,
would they publish it?
and they didn't even publish it.
No.
John Minnelli listens every day. I love you, bro, but I'm done with your paper. I'm done with your paper. We could still be friends. We could talk here and there, but as far as doing interviews with you or anyone else at the Post, we're done with them. They wrote he wrote a really nice article. He sent it to me. It was about the ratings and how we're having this massive comeback in radio. It's one of the biggest radio stories ever.
And what do they do as far as the radio section goes? What was their big story today?
I don't even know.
Don't even know?
I don't even know. And then Minnelli said, it's going to be in the back section, which is a great part of the paper. It's near the TV stuff, the place where most people go when they're reading the New York Post. And then I wrote him, said, what's going on with the article? He goes, well, now I think it's going to be in the business section on Tuesday. And Tuesday, obviously, is 3 days ago at this point, and there's no sign of this article because someone at the Post just hates our guts,
I'm sure.
and they're Howard fans and all that BS.
Well, when they print Dopey Opie and Pervy Pal,
I want to get their names. I just want to start giving out their names on the air.
We don't need the New York Post to be successful. So, John, I'm sorry to say we're done with the paper you work for. Done with them. But anyway, go ahead, Jimmy.
I gotta know what happened.
Back to douche. At the event, I already mentioned we've covered a lot of ground. Jeter's been walking towards the bathroom. Mm-hmm. He's got 4 security guards with him.
This is your second attempt to get your picture signed.
That's all I want. I don't want it personalized. Just Derek and Jeter on a picture of me and him. Mm-hmm. That's it. So I stand outside the bathroom. One of the massive security guards I know from Caroline's, he was a guy there. He's a nice dude.
Oh, there's an in.
He goes, hey, Jim. Well, he couldn't do anything, but I knew he wouldn't push me away.
Uh-huh.
So Derek walks out. Dude, I have my picture, the pen ready. I have the pen open. And
the cap isn't even on it.
It's in grab it and sign position.
It could take probably under a second.
Where's Roland? Can Roland come in? Because he saw...
He's barely standing up
what
at
happened.
this point.
He saw what happened. Derek walks out. I even said, just in case he didn't see it was a picture of me and him. Hey, man, could you sign this picture of me and you? And he goes, not now, man. I'll do it later.
Oh, the old later gag.
And I knew that he purposefully looked at my face, didn't like me, and kept going. I knew, and Roland, you saw it.
Yeah, he had this look when he saw Jimmy. He was like, not again.
He just,
oh boy,
he didn't want to sign it. He didn't want to sign it, and I don't want to hear, well, it was a charity event. He was only signing things that were paid for. Because if that was the truth, then at the end of the night, I walked up to the stage like all the other fans. All the Yankees are on stage. I have a picture with Joe Torre. Joe was getting mobbed, so he goes on the stage. So here's what my strategy is. I stand there with my picture out and the pen with Joe. He can look and see it's a picture of me and him. Torrey recognized that it was a picture of us, walks over to the end of the stage, and he signs it for me.
Oh, nice.
Nice guy.
So you got Joe Torre to sign the picture.
Got Joe Torre to sign it.
All right.
Jeter, I stood there anyway.
Attempt number 3.
5 times. Looked over and did as soon as I looked, eye contact, look away. This guy has something going on with him. Dude, you're a goddamn phony. You try to come off like you're this great guy. You're not a great guy. You're a bum. You're the greatest Yankee shortstop in history. First ballot Hall of Famer. They were going to retire your number. No one is saying you're not the best shortstop in the history of the franchise. You are. You really are. But what a jerk-off you are. And I saw it in your face. I've signed enough autographs to know the difference. You are a phony. An absolute goddamn phony. And as he's walking off the stage, dude, the guy's a superstar. He's getting mobbed. I get it. He sees my picture 5 times, won't sign it. Some dumb chick wants a... What did she say?
Oh, boy.
She said, can I have your picture so I can put up the next day at work for a screensaver?
That's what she said. Can I have your picture so I can put it up the next day for my screensaver? And he stops for her.
And picked her up on stage.
He stopped for her.
Oh, my God.
Everybody rushes the stage. Security blocks it. Derek starts to move because it's going to be crazy. Derek stops again and has her come over so he can take the picture with her. So again, if it's only about signing things for charity, then he never would have taken that picture, which he was also charging for. So sorry again, I'm not a chick. I'm sure in 2001, when the Yankees lost 2, then won 3, and then lost 2, she was as depressed as I am. Well, I'm sure after they won 3 and then dropped 4 straight to Boston, she was as bummed out as I was.
But remember, he signed her pocketbook, too.
Oh, did he sign the pocketbook, too?
It was even a card.
That's exactly what you are as an athlete. You're a goddamn phony as an athlete. That's exactly what you are. I can't tell you how much I hate this guy now.
Do you,
Wait, you hate who?
Jeter.
And the stars showed up in Times Square last night to support Derek Jeter and his Turn 2 Foundation. This helps kids turn away from drugs. Fox 5's Lisa Everett has all the action from the annual fundraising dinner at the Marriott Marquis.
10 years later, it's a decade of hits for Derek Jeter and his Turn 2 Foundation. Some sports world heavy hitters came out to honor the Yankee superstar for his good deeds.
It's gotten bigger and better than we ever imagined.
Yeah, has it?
Starting his foundation 10 years ago in a hotel room with his father. Now he can look back on all he's accomplished, raising millions of dollars to help thousands of kids in need.
Your host, the captain, number 2, Derek Jeter.
So what we try to do is help out as much as we can. You know, we had support with our after-school programs. And
could you please display a personality?
Unfortunately, we've been able to touch a lot of kids' lives.
He should be an operator for a living. And look, God bless him. He's doing charity work. And in fairness, his father was walking around. Seems like the nicest guy on earth, Jeter's father. Sorry, Mr. Jeter, your son is an entitled dick.
Wasn't he signing pictures for charity, though? Could you, give a couple $100 and he would sign a picture?
Yeah, or you could have gotten the picture signed. And again, that's a charity thing, no problem. But when I saw what he did with that girl at the end, when he called her up, stopped, I didn't know he signed her purse, but she said, I want a picture for a screensaver.
Maybe that's the line you
understand what I'm
use.
saying? That any guy that's ever been blown off by one of these scumbag athletes, that's why I hate them. I hate them for that. I have never blown off a fan, dude. I'm sorry I'm yelling so much. It's not, whatever.
I hear it in your voice
I've never
now.
done it.
You got steps to do this weekend, Jimmy. You got to relax.
Never refused. And then the auction. Oh, and the gift bag. What a lovely. And the auction sucked. What was the one they auctioned off? Hey, winner, you could train with Derek's trainer, and you could have his cook for you. Can I really? What's that faggot gonna show up at my house and show me how to make French toast? How you doing, man who cooks for other men? You want to whip me up something like a little dignity in a dish? And a case of Gatorade.
And the bidding started at $10,000.
$10,000. And this is the little thing they gave you.
Wait. As the bidding was going on, the room went silent as they're trying to, get an extra grand out of the prize or whatever.
Because everyone was shocked that it started at $10,000. Yeah. It was virtually nothing that they were giving away. They were giving away like swag that you would get anywhere.
And Jimmy couldn't help himself. It was dead silent in the room. There was easily a few hundred people there, maybe close to 1,000. Who knows?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you hear Jimmy loud as day go, clear as day go, can you throw in a Diet Coke?
A Diet Coke. I bid $3.
Yeah, I bid $3. At one point, I bid $1 million.
Yeah.
No, $3 million.
I bid $3 million.
He holds up his sign and goes, $3 million. And people turn around like horrified looking at him.
That sucks.
So pissed off.
A case of Gatorade. For what?
He's bidding $3 million on
$10 grand to work out with that faggot that cooks for you? The guy on TV? Why don't you drop dead? So your child will come over and give you a happy ending. Drop dead. Your gift basket sucks.
Oh, he's breaking his auction.
Hey, that's my bid.
Hey,
that's my bid.
Yeah, good. Let's see the gift basket.
Here's the gift basket.
Let's see the bag of goodies you got at the end of the night.
This is what you got for
your little bat. This
your
will come in handy.
$20,000 table.
Wow, look at this. Dr. Joan Fallon, the voice of the Yankee fans. Boy.
He's beating it with the bat that came with the...
Here you go. Your gift basket. Sucked.
Look, he can't rip 10 pages at a time, so he had to, make it into 5 pages.
Sorry, I'm not an athlete who blows off real fans. Oh, God.
You just broke your mic. All right.
Big deal. No one's listening to me anyway at this point.
All right, what else you got in the gift basket?
Here, Mr. there we go, that smile. The life you imagine. Wow, let's see. I imagine blowing people off. I imagine having no personality and a boyish smile. I imagine being a phony sea-sucker and blowing off a hardcore fan with a picture of me and him so I can get some whore a screensaver shot. I dropped the book.
You couldn't even slam You went to slam the book, and it flew out behind him.
I dropped the book. It's exactly how it should have happened.
He tried to make a statement by slamming the book into the floor.
Very dramatically.
As he lifted his arm up, he lost it and it flew behind him.
Because you're
what?
nobody.
Maybe if Derek saw that, he would have signed it because he would have thought I was one of his chick fans.
You are a retard at a T-ball game. Yeah, you really are.
Wait, there's pictures in the book, Jimmy.
Yeah, these are really touching pictures.
Yeah.
Well, there's nice family pictures. What's it say? I don't, there he is. There's old number 2. Now, Butting, shut up.
Go Sox, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I actually do want to. Oh, look at this Charlie. There's the face of baseball. Look at that Charlie.
Yeah.
All right,
there he goes.
Wow, look at... Whoa!
Oh, no.
The Derek Jeter Turn 2 Foundation dinner. Oh, it is high, it is far.
He just broke the trophy.
I broke the trophy.
But you could have put that on your trophy show.
Yeah, I could have, right? But what behind what? Behind what? Here, it's a card. Can you kick that over, Sam, with your stupid feet?
Hey, Sam's a nice guy. Leave Sam alone.
Yeah, I'm sure Sam would love Jeter. They have something in common. Let's. Here it is. It's the June 2006 10th anniversary. It's a little the cheapest trophy I've ever seen in my life. It's a piece of plastic around a baseball card, and there's a stand on it. And it's crap like everything else.
And then, what else was in the gift bag?
CD. I wonder what it is. It's probably just a bunch of people going, Derek's so nice. I met Derek once. He was really nice. A bunch of girls going, he signed something for me because I'm a screensaver. Bye.
Everything, thank God, the gift basket.
Dude, the gift basket. Soap. They give you sporty soap. So what, so you can clean your face as you're crying because one of your idols shot you down to sign something? So I can wipe off my back, which feels more masculine than the way you treated me? You douche. Will one person who knows him tells him, you're a phony, and I saw it in your face. You are a phony. That's who you are. Oh,
there goes the soap.
What a nice gift basket. I'm surprised you didn't sell this for $15,000 on the way out. Wow, the Yankee hat.
Hey.
Oh!
What, Jimmy? What?
Oh, this is a gem. The Derek Jeter, the Yankee Hummer. Oh. How appropriate. $20,000? It's a fleet card, and in it is a little race car with the Yankees on it.
Yeah.
It's a Derek Jeter Matchbox car. It's a Matchbox car.
Yeah. Isn't that a card, though, also? Like a Derek Jeter card?
Let me open it and see. I think it is.
Let me open it up for you, people. It's a Matchbox car with a Jeter card.
Oh, who cares?
He's eating it.
He's eating it.
He's eating it.
Suck.
He's eating it. Like he's eating it like George the Animal Steel.
What am I going to do? This is the whole thing. I'm done. I mean, that's why I had to get off my chest.
Yeah.
I've never... De Niro blew me off for a picture, dude. He was nice about it. He didn't want to get mobbed. I have never been more disappointed meeting a celebrity than Jeter. I can't believe I hate Jeter. Do you understand how hard this is to hate a guy I have loved for all these years?
Yeah, it must be tough.
Oh, I hate athletes, dude. I hate them.
Do you, condone what happened at Columbine because of that? It was a smaller level of just the jock athlete blowing off the maybe the funny guy, the guy that didn't kind of come off like the athlete.
I don't think Jeter is a bully. I don't think he's a bully. Those guys were fighting bullying. I don't think he's a bully. I just think he's just a pretty boy Great player, but a dick. And that's who he is. And all the guys that say he's a nice guy, he probably had a reason to be nice to you.
Yeah.
He had no reason to be nice to me. I saw it in his face. He's not a nice dude.
3 times.
3 times, yeah. And he looked right at it, and he signs for a chick. So that's, come on, you're a douche.
Joe Buck of Fox Sports gave the play-by-play on stage. Backstage, I sat down exclusively with some of the honorees at the dinner. One of them, Yankee legend Dave Winfield. He was a role model to Derek on the field and off, and one of the first athletes to start his own charitable foundation.
I just kind of dedicated my career not only to being the best ball player I could be, but really giving back as well.
Yankee manager Joe Torre, who was given the Leadership Award, created his own foundation with his wife Allie to fight domestic violence. He admires
fight
Derek
domestic
for making
violence.
a difference.
Well worded, stupid.
Well, Lisa, I know a lot of sports personalities don't really care to be role models, but we're stuck with it. Whether you like it or not, we are role models. Children look up to us.
I asked Derek what his favorite moment was helping the kids. He said it was coaching a hitless Little League team to score their first run.
Wow. What a moving moment. I'm getting all choked up. Joe Torre is stopping women from having their asses kicked all over the living room, and you're teaching some fat kid how to score. Wow, way to be. That's it. There you go. Good. That should be your best moment. A hitless team got to run. Wow, that's a big moment in life.
Let's go to Pete in New Jersey. Pete.
Yeah, you guys there?
Yeah, let's go. You got it. Let's go. Let's go.
Listen, I understand it's really good radio and everything. I understand, everyone's listening, everyone's getting a good laugh. But, Jimmy, any idea what you're doing to yourself right now?
Dude, I feel better. I have never been more irritated in a situation like this than I was.
They have people at these events called security for guys like you.
No, they don't. No, absolutely not. At that event, I did not one inappropriate thing. I didn't try to walk through security. I wasn't in the way. I stood by the side. And my irritation, I save for the next morning. I didn't cause a problem there. They don't have events for security like me. They have event for security with guys who don't know when to back off, which I did.
I've had my own brush with the same type of event that you had. I was 13 years old. We had our football dinner at LT's restaurant. If anybody's listening, remembers, in like Rutherford, New Jersey, right around there, Route 17.
Who cares where it is?
Right. So all the Giants show up. Everybody's like having a great time. Odessa Turner, Stephen Baker. I mean, like these are like little kids having their football dinner there. Everyone's got like nice speeches to say.
Oh my God! Get to the point.
Point of the story.
Point of the story is LT shows up. Here we are spending money at his place. The guy shows up, doesn't even lift his head for one picture, signs like 5 autographs, and blows off about half of our 13-year-old football team. I mean, I had my own like devastation because Lawrence Taylor didn't look up during a friggin' picture. But Jimmy, get over it, dude. You're how old? You're successful in life. What the hell's your problem? It's Derek Jeter. So what?
What's my problem is, dude, that I've dealt with fans enough to know when someone is legitimately just busy and being hustled off because they're running around and the guy's a superstar, and when they're being a scumbag. I know the difference, and I've never once had a fan present me with
when you're in the public eye, it's your responsibility to take care of the fans. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. Sometimes you do want to go do other things. Sometimes you want to leave an event right away. But you got to understand how important your fans are, and we do.
And I'm at a charity
Not
event.
that we're on the same level as a Derek Jeter, but I think that's what Jimmy's getting at.
Yes.
We went to Tower Records 2-3 weeks ago. We were supposed to be there maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. We spent 5 hours there because we wanted to make sure everyone went away with a nice impression of us and the show, and have them walk away with a picture of us or an autograph.
And we had about 600 people there. There's probably maybe 150 people more. Jeter had like 700 or 800 people there. We had about 600 people at the Tower thing. I even said we even hustled the line so nobody would be kept off the line.
Yeah, because Tower Records wanted to shut it down.
They wanted to shut it down.
So we're like, all right, let's at least hurry people through this so everyone gets a chance
and a quick moment,
to say hi.
A genuine hello. Sometimes it's all you have time for. That's all I wanted out of Larry. It's, hey, man, nice to see you. Go on,
That was surprising that he just
not to me, it's not, because they're all like that.
You know what has to be said, too, and I have no idea about Derek Jeter at all. I want to state that. But a lot of these things that these athletes and these celebrities do, they're doing it because they need a tax write-off. And they don't really give a crap about the actual cause. And like I said, I'd say that knowing nothing about Derek Jeter and what he's doing.
I'm whatever the charity.
That's why you'll have a million stories of these guys, doing something nice, but they're blowing everyone off because they're just going through the motions to get the tax write-off.
And to the guy who said, how old are you? I'm 37. It's common knowledge. I like to do this, dude. It's what I like about being in show business is that occasionally, one of the things you get access to things like that. That's what's fun for me. You like to drink. You like to do what you do. Okay. That's what I like to do. Well, that and prostitution. Those are the things I like to do.
So what team are you going to root for now that you're not a Yankee fan?
I want to see the Red Sox smash them. Because, dude, it wasn't just
What about the Tigers? Detroit's having a great year.
I don't care about any of that stuff. It's just Boston is the ones.
What about the Pirates?
Sox is the insult. Yeah.
Sox is the insult.
I met a few of them. They were nice. Every Yankee I met, except for Giambi, was not nice. Even the ones that stopped were not nice, and they didn't want to stop. And I know they didn't want to stop. So.
All right, let's go to Matt in Westchester. Matt, what's up? We got to wrap this up and move on to some other things. We got Bob Kelly in studio playing Caroline's here in New York City all weekend long. I heard he killed last night. A lot of fans went and checked out Bob. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Jimmy, you remind me of that old lady in that scene in The King of Comedy when Jerry Lewis is walking down the street and she stops him. She's like, hey, I want an autograph. It's for my sister. It's for my sister. I can't. No, really, please. And he's like, no, I can't. He walks away. She screams, you should get cancer. I hope you get cancer.
Well, what she wanted, dude, and this happened to me last night, she wanted Jerry to talk to her nephew on the phone.
On the phone.
I had a guy stop me when I walked in. Dude, big fan, love your stuff. Thanks, man. Would you mind signing something for my nephew? So I signed it, no problem. Hey, sure, man. Happy to do it. And then he well, would you mind talking to him? And I'm like, I can't. 'Cause I was actually at the beach.
Oh.
I think a lot of people went to that event last night, by the way, thinking they were going to hobnob. And it was so obvious that we were completely separated from all the, quote, celebrities that were there.
Completely separate from
You got to be realistic. So wait. So she asked you to talk, and you said no.
He asked me to. He didn't have a phone out. It wasn't like he had the phone right here. He was just gonna call and see if the guy was there.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I was trying to get to where Jeter was to get. This is way early in the evening. But I signed something.
Mm-hmm.
I was polite to the guy. I was like, hey man, thanks for being a fan. I appreciate it. And that was it.
All right.
Did he go away fine, or was he pissed that you didn't do the phone
like, thanks for stopping, man. No, he understood. I wasn't being a dick. I wasn't rude.
All right.
Before you go, a quick thing. Just watch Lucky Louie this week. I actually have more than one scene finally, and I have a really disgusting 4th of July speech. So
good.
Tune in Sunday night after Entourage.
But you're a nobody.
I know I'm a nobody, but that's why I had to remind them to tune in.
But you're on your way. Is what it is.
You're on your way. You're a little Jimmy
One
Norton.
of these days, you're going to be that guy. Not the bad guy, but you're going to be the guy that people want to come up to and the celebrities go, hey, Jimmy Norton.
Never. One of the reasons I'm nice to the fans all the time is because I've been on the other end of that so many times as a fan.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be treated like a dick, dude. That's why I don't treat you guys like dicks because it sucks.
Remember the time we chased Randy Johnson down 57th Street?
He's another douche.
That was another moment where I had to be the assistant with the camera.
But he was a
Yankee
douche.
moment.
Another douche. Yeah, exactly. Another
We were at the Brooklyn
douche.
Diner, and I go, Jimmy, I don't think he was in the diner. I go, Jimmy, Randy Johnson. He goes, come on. And he hands me the camera. Hands me the camera, and I'm running. It's just the worst situation to be in. You're so nervous.
Got to get it right.
Got to get it right. Because you know how much it means to him, and there's Jimmy. The guy has to be like 7'8". I mean, you think he's tall on TV. Who knows how tall he really is? They say 6'9". I think he's even taller. And Jimmy's trying to tap him on the shoulder. He's reaching way up. And he gets completely blown off in the middle of Midtown Manhattan. I laugh so hard, and I'm just taking pictures as he's walking away of Randy Johnson's back.
Of him. What did he say to you that blew you off?
I said, can I get a picture with you, man? And he goes, no, thank you. And he walks away.
I've said thank you.
Yeah. How about this? Can you pitch a big game without choking? No, thank you. How about that, Randy?
Got a little clip for Jim Norton to play.
We do?
Oh. Maybe not.
What clip? I like
the
clips.
night ultimately belongs to one man, Derek Jeter, who went 5 for 5 with 2 doubles, and this solo home run in the 8th, becoming just the 6th player to go 5 for 5 in a postseason game. As the Yankees double up on the Tigers 8-4 to take a 1-0 series lead, and afterwards, the skipper Joe Torre had nothing but praise for his captain.
He just seems to just relish this atmosphere. He's been so big for us for 11 years here, and again, I can't say I'm surprised, but everything worked well for him tonight.
He's the captain. He's supposed to do that. You're not always going to come through. There's been plenty of times that I haven't, but when I'm in that situation, I feel as though I'm going to produce or come up with a hit or make a play. But like I said, it doesn't always happen, but you just have to try to treat the postseason like a regular season game.
What do you think, Jimmy?
As long as you're not a fan without breasts asking him to sign something that is a photo of the two of you in it.
I thought you changed your...
Never.
I thought you changed your tune at this point.
Well, what? I even said back that day, he's the best I think he's the best shortstop the Yankees have ever had.
What's the problem with Derek Jeter?
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
What's the problem, though? Really fast. For the new listeners, because since you did the amazing Derek Jeter rant for an hour and a half on this fine radio show, we've gained a lot of listeners. We're in a lot more cities since then.
I'm a Yankee fan. I'm 29. I've been a Yankee fan for my whole life.
Again.
And Jeter, I met at XM probably about a year and a half ago. I got a picture with him. So I went to his charity function recently, thank you to XM, and I asked him to sign it. A picture of me, and he blew me off 3 times. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. Like, all he had to do was sign it. It was just a picture of me and him. Yeah. And he refused to sign it 3 times.
And you had a Sharpie already?
Dude.
Out,
pen
open?
Was out. I know how it is. These guys are very busy.
Yeah.
So I had a pen out for him to sign a picture of me and him. It was so not, he could have done it.
And then did you see him signing a woman's piece of memorabilia?
Oh, yeah. He stopped to sign things for girls. And like when he's like, at the end. And then I was just holding it out. I had a picture of me and Joe Torre, and Joe saw it was not swag. It was just a picture of me and him, so he walked over and signed it. And then Jeter a couple times looked over and just ignored it until a girl goes, can I have a picture for my screensaver? And he had her brought onto the stage. And then he stopped and took the picture. Because that's the one who's buying the Yankee jerseys. It's chicks. I guess in his case it is actually probably.
I think it is, yeah.
But
the pink hats. And
so I just got disgusted. And Randy Johnson was a complete douche to me the one time I asked for a picture. Every Yankee I met that night was a douche, except for, and I had bad-mouthed him, and I never will again, Giambi was the only one who was genuinely nice that night. And I'm a big Giambi fan now. I was wrong about him.
And Jimmy was so affected by this, he's not a Yankee fan anymore.
Jimmy Laritz was a guy we had on the show. We did 2 hours with him. We had a great time with Laritz. I mean, he was a great interview. I mean, to be honest, he was very fun.
Very open, very honest.
Very honest. And I saw him... And I go, hey, man, how are you? And I didn't expect a hug. I realized it was a Yankee event. But it was like, hey, how are you? And, like, the same way I've said hello to people who I've never met before. And I saw him again, and he just was like, just ignored me. I'm like, do you remember me? It was so bad that he goes, yeah. How are you? And I was like, you know what? I want to spit on everyone in pinstripes right now. It's stupid. What's his name? That awful, he's probably Robinson Cano. One of the biggest jagoffs I've ever met. Hey, can I get a picture? Yeah, make it quick. Make it quick. Sorry, rookie.
And Jimmy was the biggest Yankee fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I were at this event. Jimmy was out of his mind. Mm-hmm. You looked like a complete lunatic by the end of the night. You were just beside yourself. You had it.
I was disgusted on every level because, again, I'm not a Yankee. I'm not even a Montreal Expo when they existed. But I've signed enough autographs for people where I know what's annoying and I kind of know what protocol is. Mm-hmm. And I don't sit and yap at you. Take a picture. Thank you. Take care. And I leave you alone. That's never once bothered me when someone has done that. And again, these guys get besieged 1,000 times worse than I do. But they were just being dicks. Well, that's it. Torre, I like Joe Torre. He was actually very nice.
Well, go to YouTube. There's a great video of Jimmy smashing the Derek Jeter gift bag that we all got. Mm-hmm. What about the signed baseball? You have to still have that.
I do. I'm not stupid. And also, and Yoshi got me, and Mariano Rivera I would never badmouth. He could have spit on me as he walked by, and I'd never badmouth Rivera. He's my favorite Yankee ever. I got a signed ball from Rivera that Yoshi got me for my birthday, which was great.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, it's back in July.
What a great present.
That's a great one.
Yeah, but go to YouTube and check out Jimmy smashing Derek Jeter's gift bag and other Jim Norton videos.
And I can't tell you.
I think the rant is up there. I think part of the rant, yeah.
I still get MySpace comments about that. I don't know if it plays in replay, but it's amazing how people will still comment on that.
Yep.
Like, dude, yeah, he's a dude at the Comedy Store all the time.
I think that was right around the 4th of July weekend because I was listening to the replay on XM as I was going north. And, yeah, you talked about it for 2 hours that day. It was one of those shows where Ann and I just sat back and watched you because you were so enraged.
He was livid.
The stage was Jimmy's for that whole show, basically. Yep. Usually we would stay on a topic for 15, 20 minutes. The old days we would run things into the ground, but this was one of those rare occasions where Jimmy was going off and we just sat back and watched.
It was
easily an hour and a half, close to 2 hours of just Yankee abuse, Derek Jeter abuse. XM wasn't too happy about that because I guess Derek is one of their huge spokesmen.
Well, of course.
For Major League Baseball.
If you remember when we had our huge banner up on Madison Square Garden, Opie, which went from the top of the garden to the sidewalk with giant pictures of us and the XM logo. On the other side of the garden, it was Derek Jeter's picture. that was slung over the building.
Nothing I say is ever going to put a dent in his image. Or
of course
he
not.
Doesn't care.
The guy is not only a champion and a professional, but he is one of the most charitable people that you'll find.
I'm sure he's
philanthropic, as they say. The guy gives. He gives back, and you just hate the man.
No, I don't hate him. He just hated my face, and I knew he blew me off on purpose. I knew what he was doing. I'm an older man. I'm not a dummy. He did it on purpose.
I'm an older man?
I'm an older gentleman. Yes, I have a Mark Foley-type relationship with him. I knew what he was doing, and that's what he did. I mean, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And it turned Jimmy, though.
I understand.
That's the point we're making today. He could care less about the Yankees being in the playoffs.
I swear to God, until the other day, I didn't even realize the playoffs were starting.
Off to a great start.
That's lovely. You know what? They never took off to watch me either. Sorry.
That's true.
You want to go to the game? Why? Are they taking off the game to come watch to the Comedy Cellar and watch me do my crap? No. So why would I?
Well, we got tickets.
Then again, they have 60,000 people a night, and I'm talking to a $1.30 working on another AIDS joke. So
yeah,
that's a bad example.
Yeah.
XM decided for our 2-year anniversary they would get us some nice gifts, and they would
get the staff some nice gifts.
Yeah, so they got me Mets tickets, huge Mets fan, and Anthony's a huge Yankee fan, and Jimmy could care less about baseball.
Jimmy just not interested in baseball.
But they got us tickets for the night games.
Well, they could have come up with another gift. I mean, I'm not going to a baseball game, but how about a sweatshirt?
Something.
XM means well, but they just can't figure it out ever. They think it would be really cool to give us tickets to the Mets and Yankees playoff games.
Which it is, but...
It's cool, but we get up at 4 in the morning. Like, I was watching the first part of the Yankee game last night. Mm-hmm. It was around 9:15, and I'm trying to make it a late night last night. It's the second inning.
You're
I'm like, I can't.
Right before the fun started.
I know. It was the second inning at 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, I can't. People that have a normal life and a normal job going to work at 9 can't even stay up for a lot of these games. They end after midnight. Like, how are we supposed to go to Shea Stadium or Yankee Stadium and check out these games and then come in and actually do a good radio show?
Nap. If you have to nap, like I caught a few hours yesterday, so sometimes I stay up a little later to catch a few hours during the day.
I lucked out, though, because the Mets are playing a day game today. I will be at Shea Stadium.
What time's the game start?
4 o'clock. It's perfect. Perfect for me. So
maybe we should give some love, though, to the other cities. We're kind of playing favorites here.
What do you mean?
You know, Yankees.
No, I want the Tigers.
Yeah.
Jimmy wants the Tigers.
I don't know about that. Good luck, Detroit. I wouldn't be hurt if they won, but it's really hard to root against, Reggie and Munson. It's hard to root against.
I'm sure.
And Figueroa.
Very tough for our friends listening in the Detroit area last night watching a loss like that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was hard.
I'm sure it was.
City.
Thoughts and prayers out to Detroit.
How did A-Rod do?
Well.
How did he do? I didn't obviously watch.
Giambi did good.
Good for Giambi.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Tony in Brooklyn. Tony!
Hey, boys, what's going on?
What's up?
Jimmy, have you heard John Sterling call for Gary Sheffield, the master chef, cooking it up?
Oh,
no, he didn't.
The idiot fans that are now wearing the big chef hats.
Why?
They're wearing, big chef hat for Sheffield.
I know, but why would they humiliate
themselves? Because it's chef and the Sheffield thing. I cannot embrace anything, any hackdom that goes on in the stands like that.
The master chef cooking it up?
Yeah. The master chef cooking it up.
Why is he so wrapped up self-centeredly in his own moment? The guy could be a great announcer. He's so good with... Why is he so wrapped up in the Giambino? Shut your mouth!
He's trying to become the star of the game.
That's what's bugging me.
Not about you.
If you're a sportscaster and you just happen to, slip into one of those great calls or one of those moments, fine.
Let it happen.
And sports history has a million of those. But but those guys weren't sitting there at home going, writing down things that they could possibly say.
I'm going to write the Giants win the pennant 5 times.
Or Down Goes Frazier. I'll say Down Goes Frazier. Do we have Down Goes Frazier? Can we get that sound?
I love that one.
One of the greatest calls ever.
Cosell?
Yeah,
amazing.
And it wasn't that Cosell was at home going, if this happens, I'm going to say this. He was just caught up on the moment, and that just came to mind as it was unfolding in front of him.
Yep.
But Sterling, I'm with Jimmy. It's so obvious he's at home just on his laptop. trying to figure out new sayings for all this crap.
With the team roster in front of him, just going, okay, what do I do if he hits a double?
I wish it was a Danish guy named Dusterbagen.
Like when Al Michaels, said, "Do you believe in miracles?" He didn't know he was going to say that. He didn't have that planned in front of him. It just happened. Oh, you really think he might have came up with that?
I don't know. He seems like the type of guy that would.
Then he pulled it off.
Yeah.
Then he definitely pulled it off. Because it seemed like it was just very natural, and he came up with it on the spot.
When Cosell said, look at that little monkey run. Now what a memorable sports moment. Now let's talk about Jimmy the Greek. When he said that the black athlete has the bigger butt muscle.
Great sports calls can't be, you're right, they can't be written down on your laptop.
And with Sterling, it's so obvious. It's like, stop. Let it happen naturally.
It's so it's prefab. You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's the house that gets shipped on a wide load truck. It's just prefab drivel.
I'll throw it together. It'll be wonderful.
Is he?
Let me see. Where? Oh man, there was a good one. Someone is saying you want respect, Jimmy, but you have women do certain acts on you.
What is that?
Was that the observation of a fan?
The guy isn't coming in for an autograph while Jimmy's doing disgusting thing with the hookers.
It's just...
Are they?
I would sign. What if I ever turn one of you down for a picture or an autograph? Ever. That doesn't happen. I mean, even when I'm eating, they come up sometimes. Hey, dude, I'm a picture. Dirty hands.
I know.
It's like, dude, even I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even do it to Ozzy.
Oh.
Maybe.
Would.
I would.
Yeah, you got to be nice. Because if you're not, you'll get somebody that'll be in their mood like Jimmy's, and you don't want that.
But I like them.
Be nice to
I
all
don't
the
mind
fans.
doing it. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't mind either.
And we stood there and we signed for, for 2 hours.
Cleveland, we were there half the night.
But still,
after the O&A traveling
virus. But these guys, every day that they walk out on the street, they are just being hounded.
Absolutely.
Hounded.
But at an event like that, where obviously XM had paid a lot of money for the table.
Right.
You could have signed a picture.
Very limited.
A picture of me and somebody, why would I ever not sign? Why would anyone ever not sign that?
Yeah, it wasn't like Derek Jeter was walking down the street trying to have, like a private moment or something.
And I had a ball or something. Could you sign that?
Or a ball where I could put it on eBay, right.
This was a charity event where, if you were at one of those tables with a plate of food in front of you, there was a lot of money exchanging hands.
Sorry, I was. And it wasn't even that it was all for charity and they were only selling things for charity because he did it for girls. Sorry, I wasn't a chick. Ugh.
So were we.
Yeah.
Banging you right now.
Yeah, I'm the hole. Who's pitching tonight?
Moose.
When's Randy Johnson pitching?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I hope Randy throws the ball.
Hurt.
Of course, yes. I hope he throws the ball and his back just falls onto the mound.
God, you've changed your tune. You used to be you were never a Randy Johnson fan, though. You're right.
Him.
You're right.
He's a Mariner. He's a dirty, filthy, scummy Mariner. And that's all he'll ever be. And he put on a filthy, dirty Diamondback dress.
Oh, he
hurt
did.
us in 2000.
He did. He did.
You know what? Jimmy kind of liked Randy Johnson. That all changed when we were at the Brooklyn Diner having breakfast.
Oh.
And we have a window booth or whatever. And Randy Johnson walks by, all 7'8" of him.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
I thought it was a Toys R Us commercial.
He was a monster. And I go, Jimmy, Randy Johnson. He goes, and he had his camera, so he goes, come on, let's go. And that was back in the day, and not too long ago, where I was Jimmy's picture-taking guy.
Yeah.
I finally gave up after the whole Metallica backstage thing. We've talked about that a few times on the air. So I'm running with the camera. There's Jimmy, and he basically taps Randy Johnson on the butt, because that's as high as he could reach. This guy's a monster when you see him in person. And Randy Johnson turns around, and there's little Jimmy Norton.
Just wanting a picture.
He goes back to being like 12, maybe 13 years old, and he goes, Mr. Johnson, can I have a picture?
Looks like a Make-A-Wish Foundation child.
And Randy Johnson got this. Gave Jimmy this. Now.
Yeah.
And then starts crossing the street, blows him off, and I'm sitting there going, clicking pictures anyway, hoping that it's good enough that I got the back of Randy Johnson as he crosses the street for Jimmy.
Like, I just get a picture with me and you, so they know I'm not a paparazzi idiot. They don't know sometimes. They always have people snapping shots of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you throw a hanging curveball and your back falls onto the pitcher's mound and you go, what is that slab of meat? It's my back. And the last thing you see as you collapse is a home run being hit while Sterling tries to somehow juice it up. No, Randy Johnson Bino.